In this video, we will look at solutions for some selected questions in Chapter 12, Progressions, Subchapter 12.1, Arithmetic Progressions. Question: an arithmetic progression is given as p plus 2, p plus 9, p plus 16, and so on. Find the 15th term of the progression. So 15th term will be T15. The formula is a plus n minus 1. In this case, n is 15 minus 1 d. Okay, this will become a plus 14d. And what is our a? Our a is p plus 2. And what is our d? Our d is p plus 9, the second term, minus the first term, p plus 2. And it's p minus p becomes 0. 9 minus plus becomes minus. 9 minus 2 is 7. Replace this in this equation. So you get T15 equals to a is p plus 2 plus 14d. d is 7. P plus 2, 14 times 7 is 98. So therefore you get p plus 100. This is the 15th term. Okay, now we will solve the question for the b. If the 20th term of the progression is 115, find the value of b. 20th term 115. Okay, this is for a. For b, T20 is 115. So what's the formula for T20? It's a plus n minus 1. Our n is 20 here. So 20 minus 1, d equals to 115. Okay, so we can replace all the values. We know what, okay, before that maybe I'll simplify a little. A plus 19d equals to 115, and we know that our a is p plus 2 and our d is 7. Replace that in this equation, the last one. So we get p plus 2 plus 19 times 7 equals to 115. This become p plus 2 plus 133 equals to 115. Plus 2 becomes p plus 135 equals to 115, and therefore your value p is 115 minus 135. You get negative 20. So that's how you do this question. We move on to the next question. Given 8, m and 52 are the first three terms of an arithmetic progression. A. Find the value of m. Okay, find the value of m. We know that the d, which is t2 minus t1, also equals to t3 minus t2. So what's the value of t2 minus t1? T2 minus T1, it is m minus 8 equals to T3 minus T2, the third term minus the second term, 52 minus m. Okay, so you try to solve this equation, you can get the value of m. Okay, I'll bring all the m to my left and all the numbers to my right, so it becomes m plus m equals to 52 plus 8. They become 2m equals to 60. M is 30. Okay, that's for answer for A. Answer for B. Find the number of terms in the progression whose values are each less than 380. So they want you to find the term number when the value is less than 380. So I need to figure out what's the inequalities that will suit this statement. It will be Tn, the term which is less than 380, less than 380. Okay, so what's the formula for Tn? It's a plus n minus 1 d less than 380. And what is our value of a? We know our a is 8, our d is, okay, we know the m, so we can find the d. Our d is 30 minus 8, m is 30, the first term is 8, so 30 minus 8, it's 22. You replace that in this inequality, so you get 8 plus n minus 1, 22d, this is the value of d, less than 380. So this becomes 8 plus 22n minus 22 less than 380. Okay, so it's 22n, 8 minus 22, you get negative 14 less than 380. So 22n, you can bring the negative 14 to my right, it becomes plus 380 plus 14. 22n is 394. So n is less than 394. Bring 22 to my right, becomes divide. Okay, so I'll use a calculator to solve the division. It's 394 divide 22. The answer is 17.9. So n is less than 17.9. Since n is a term, we can't have decimal or fractions for n. N should be a round number. So n should be a round number. Therefore, okay, n less than 17.9. What's the nearest round number which is less than 17.9? It's 17. That's the answer. N should be a round number, therefore n equals to 17. We move on to the next question. Given an arithmetic progression 5, 9, 13 and so on, find which term of the progression begins to have a value of more than 200. This question is something like similar to the one we did before, and except this time it's more than. Okay, I'll do this question. So we'll have to change the statement to a mathematical expression, that is Tn. Okay, find which term, that is Tn, more than 200. So it's more than 200. So the formula for Tn, a plus n minus 1, d more than 200. What is your a? A is 5 plus n minus 1. What is your d? D is 9 minus 5, second term minus the first term, that's 4, more than 200. Expand this, 5 plus 4n minus 4 more than 200. 5 minus 4 is 1, 1 plus 4n is more than 200. 4n, bring 1 to my right, so it becomes minus, you get 199. N is more than 199, bring 4 over here, becomes divide. So I'll use my calculator again. (199) divided by 4, the answer is 49.75. Okay, so the question asks me to find the term which has a value more than 200. So the first term which has value more than 200 is more than 49.75, As I explained earlier, the n is a term, and must be a round number. Therefore, and okay, what's the round number which is nearest to 49.75? More than 49.75, it's 50. So the first term which is more than 200 is 50. That's the solution. See you again in the next video. Bye.